Hey Dex, what you doing? What you doing? I'm bored. My baby just went to sleep. You was rewatching what show? You was rewatching what show? You was rewatching what show? Oh shit, I'm man. You stupid. You know what though? You know what though? I'm gonna keep talking about that shit because I feel like I heard. I feel like okay, this is what I found out right about like when people be asking me about these apps and shit, right? I feel like once you start talking about one thing, you got to keep talking about that same thing. Like you can't switch it over and just say I want to like rebrand and do this and do that. And I was talking to this other girl today. She was like, "Yeah, once you put yourself like you find your niche, just stick with your niche, just run with it, just stay in that category." So I guess, hey, who is that? Got no fucking glasses and still blind. Joshua. Yeah, she was telling me like once you find your knack, once you find your niche, just stick with that, just roll with it. But my whole thing is, I don't think I want to just keep dwelling on the same shit like I'm talking about. Let me go get my phone stand. Hey, Scotty. Y'all be riding with me, man, till the wheels fall off. What y'all want to talk about? I got some time. My baby went to sleep, so I'm bored as fuck. I should cook something, but I don't feel like cooking. They just boiled some stinking ass Polishes upstairs. I should stink. I should do. I need to do a load of fucking laundry and shit. So this message is hell for review. Beat it. I don't know who that is. Keep trying to comment. Oh yeah, listen. I just learned on TikTok too. Look, I just learned. Look, you guys. I learned on TikTok. Listen, when you post something on TikTok now, if you don't turn your permission off and go on your settings in TikTok, if you post something on TikTok, it's gonna give you your direct address. It's gonna dox you. Unless you go in and turn your location off, it's something that's called like local. They show you local stuff, like wherever you at, it's gonna show you stuff like right up the street. Like if you got some ops, it's making a way that people can find you and find your location on TikTok. So I just turned my location all the fucking way off because if you post anything, they can find you. Period. White chocolate. Yeah, you my white chocolate, Scotty. You gonna always be my white chocolate. So guys, if y'all be on TikTok and y'all be posting stuff on TikTok, make sure you turn your locations off. Cause baby they doxing folks. Yeah, you got to stay safe out here. Some very weird motherfuckers out here. Yeah. Um, I was talking to my friend the other day. And he was like, "Yeah, it's some weird people. Like they get obsessed with you and start stalking you. But you know what? Come and get me. Like I don't even care. Like for real. Now let me stop playing. Let me not play like that. Let me not play like that. But I guarantee you, if somebody try to snatch me, I guarantee you they gonna bring me back. I guarantee you they gonna be like, this bitch is crazy. She's not scared of me. Let me drop you back off. I guarantee you somebody snatch me, they be like, ah, that's okay. That's okay. I don't want it. That's okay. Be like, you sure? Oh shit. I mean all excited and shit. I thought you was gonna take some shit. They gonna be like, nah, bitch, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. This bitch is crazy. Somebody laughing. I'm so serious. Motherfuckers snatch me, they bringing me right back. Telling you. It's Friday night today, Friday the 13th. Happy Valentine's Day to all my sugar boogers. My sugar woogers. Let me not say sugar boogers. Sugar woogers. No reason. They just give it out to bring you back. But listen, they gonna bring me back. They gonna be like, shit, you just too much. It's just you too much. For real. They come get me out. Like telling you, they gonna bring me back. I promise you they gonna bring I promise you they gonna bring me back. I remember being with my daddy. I remember going places with my daddy and people used to be like, James, that's your daughter and then he's like, yeah, they used to be like your daughter is gorgeous. He'd be like, yeah, gorgeous nut. You like a gorgeous nut. Her ass crazy. Now I see what my parents used to be saying, like, for real. What's up, beautiful? What's up? Is y'all subscribed? What y'all doing tomorrow for Valentine's Day? Y'all go get y'all girlfriends some flowers. I seen somebody running the store when I was coming back home. I had stopped and got some snacks and some food and stuff. I saw somebody coming out the store with a dozen of roses. I had sent I had sent my son's old teacher. I had sent her some chocolates. What's the name of them chocolates? Forever Rocher's, the big thing. I got like 47. The white chocolate, the ones with the crumbly chocolate on there. It was like 47 pieces. I had them delivered to the school. She said, I hurried up and put them in my purse. She called me. She was like, thank you. Thank you. I say, you do a lot for Samaja and I just want to, you know what I'm saying, send you something to the school to show. She was smacking on the chocolates all in my ear. I said, don't wake up with little golden wrappers in your bed now. I love them Forever Rochers. I'm going to the food pantry tomorrow. I don't know who in the fuck get excited about going to the food pantry, but I'm going tomorrow. They give me those Forever Rochers, the white chocolate. Scotty, yeah, they give me the white chocolate ones when I go to the food pantry. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna make sure my trunk is cleaned out. Make sure my trunk cleaned out, and we're gonna go ahead and go. If it ain't cleaned out, whatever's in there, I'm gonna put in the front seat. You're beautiful. Thank you. You're beautiful too, baby. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. What you doing for Valentine's Day, baby? It's another day. It's another day to me. I'm going to the food pantry tomorrow. Yay. That's my treat. I want to motherfucking get in. excited about a food pantry. There, I don't got no life. And the crazy part about it, I just left the grocery store. I just left the grocery store before I came home. Um, yeah, but I want to see what they got because when I go, it's more so that when I go, I'm helping other people out. It's not just for me and being greedy. I get enjoyment out of putting stuff in the hallway for my neighbors. I get enjoyment out of sharing, and you don't know what type of situation people in. So it's just not that I'm excited to go. It's that I'm excited to share it with people, because you don't know what people be going through. You don't know if they struggling to pay their bills. You don't know if they're eating like these motherfuckers up here say these boiling Polishes all day. Like I don't know if that's all they can afford or whatever, but you don't know what somebody go through. Y'all know I always put a box on my floor and I always go down to the main lobby and put a box of food down there. So when I go to the food pantry tomorrow, I'm gonna show y'all what I got. So much I got speech on Sunday. They wanted me to go back to the shelter. They wanted me to come back to the shelter for aftercare program tomorrow, but I'm not gonna be able to make it because I'm doing too much. I'm doing way too much tomorrow. So no, I'm doing way too much Sunday. I don't know why they couldn't have it on a Saturday. Like who has it on Sunday? Y'all don't know if somebody want to go to church or not. Like how y'all know I ain't want to go to church? That's good to know that you do that because food and gas so high. Yeah, you come back tomorrow. Ask ask Dex and Scotty. Don't I be packing boxes for my neighbors and putting them in the hallway? I put them out there on Saturday. Sunday I wake up, they be gone. Yeah, food is high. You don't know what people be going through. Oh yeah, and I already got some stuff that I want to put up in there too. I got some stuff that I want to put up in here too in the kitchen already. I ain't gonna show y'all what my son did. I got these. So yeah, I be packing them some good stuff. I be packing them some real good stuff. And I know when they be seeing that box, they be like, yeah, I be packing them some real good stuff. So I'm put like 10 of those calypsos and now I'm put 5 of those pinks, 5 lemonades. I'm put them caress popcorns in there. That next quick, that motherfucking next quick hot chocolate. I just enjoy like giving people and sharing and giving people. So I already got some stuff as you can see that I'm gonna put in there. So I had to pluck this wig a little bit because I looked at I looked at that video this morning. I was like, she's stiff. I plucked it a little all around the hairline. I'm not gonna pluck too much because she is kind of boneless. She is kind of frivolous and boneless. I ain't gonna do too much. I was thinking about cutting some layers. I might cut some layers, but not think about it. I just get enjoyment out of sharing with people and smiling and yeah, like that shower curtain that I had did a promotion for. I had set that motherfucker in the hallway, put it back in the pack with the little rings that came with the shower curtain. I folded it back up and put it in a little plastic, and I put it cause and put it in the hallway. Like I ain't gonna throw it in the dumpster. Some people in here they be throwing stuff in the dumpster. I'd rather sit in the hallway. I bet you if don't nobody get it, the cleaning lady gonna get it. It's a lady who come and clean up. She wash all the windows, wipe all the door handles off, all the elevator knobs off. She come in every day. And every time I see her in the hallway, and you know I keep a bag of snacks. You know, every time I go outside, I'm snacking. Y'all know that. Greedy as hell. I always pull out something in my bag and I give it to her. And she be like, I love you. And I be like, I love you too. I don't think she know a lick of English, but I know she know how to say I love you. And I be like, I love you too. Thank you for the gift. Who was that? I just like doing shit for people. I think that's why I'm so blessed. You always I see, and this is what I always notice about me. When I give somebody something within the next day or the next 2 days, it don't even be a whole week. Within the next day or the next 2 days, I always get blessed. God always bless me, and I always get it back double or triple. I promise you I do. When I go to the restaurant and I leave somebody a tip, the next day I get my money back. When I do something for somebody, you do it at the bottom of your heart. When I do something for somebody, I don't pull my camera out. I don't bring y'all with me. I don't let y'all see. I don't put the camera in people for people because some people do it just for content, just for clout. When I do something for somebody, I do it at the canvas of my heart. And it be a moment. I want that moment to sink in. I don't want to say, wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me pull my camera out. No, I don't. I want to be genuine when I do it. You see what I'm saying? I want to be see see it be from me to you. Like it's not a show. It's not for clout. So when I do shit, I don't be doing it for clout. Sometimes, like tomorrow, yeah, y'all gonna see me unpack the shit. Y'all gonna see what I got. But I ain't gonna put no motherfucking camera in there. So whoever pick it up, I know who pick it. Shit like that. Whoever get it, they just get it. That mean they needed it. It ain't my business. So, but I notice when I do stuff for people, I always get my money back. I'm trying to think if I can go what I can do because I did want to take him somewhere tomorrow, but I probably just wait till Sunday and take him to speech and then come on back because we really I don't think I don't think he going to respite tomorrow. I don't know. If they really want him to go, they'll call me. But sometimes him I just let him sleep in on Saturdays. But if they call him and I can get him up without him being cranky, we gonna go ahead and go to respite. What y'all saying? See, that's why we watch your channel because no matter what you have been through, your heart is still intact. And Dex, you always hitting the nail right on the head. I was around so many evil people. I was around so many devils and they were doing so many bad things. And for me to come out a lot of situations and I just don't think about being grimy. I don't think about backdooring motherfuckers. I don't think about robbing people. I don't think about just doing dirty shit to people. Some people just sit up and come up with schemes on how to get over on people, and that's God. That's the God in me when I come out and I can still be able to be a good person. Them people still probably look at me like My cousins be on here and they everything that I do they be like, "Cuz you always been a good person, cuz you always been a sweet person. I'm not gonna let nothing I went through change me. Nothing." Because I think that be the whole agenda is for them to turn you evil. It's just like when somebody say, "Well, if you can't beat them, I might as well join them." Nah, fuck that. You don't join them. You don't convert to the darkness. You don't convert to the evil. Now I got the best of both worlds. First, I just hid the light, and somebody was trying to take the light from me. The darkness was trying to take the light from me. So now I got a tad bit of darkness. So I can spot it in people and I can be like, "Nah, man, you ain't right." You know, I don't want to, never want to, because I believe in karma. I know it's a such thing as karma. And I know the person I am. I know when somebody fuck over me, and I know when somebody do me wrong, karma spins the block, and it don't take a long time. You know how some people be like, "Man, such and such did something to me, and it look like it's taking all day for karma to spin the block." With me, it be instantaneously. It it hits you like a Mack truck. It don't take that long. When you do something to a good person, like a good person, man, karma spins the block immediately. For it might bust a you. It might hit a you. You know what I'm saying? It might even not. It might not even be boomerang status. It might just bust you. Fuck, you did it. You ain't gonna. We just gonna go up a little, saying whip. Whip it back around. I believe in karma. I don't believe in doing dirty shit. You ain't gonna never get ahead. And another thing you gotta realize, you can't keep a good motherfucker down for too long. You can never keep a good person down for too long. I ain't gonna say they ain't gonna never be down, but they ain't gonna lay down. They ain't gonna stay down. Can't keep a good person down for too long. Not too long. What y'all say? Chocolate milk. Yes, ma'am. You like chocolate milk? I don't like chocolate milk. You see how long that's been sitting in there? I don't like chocolate milk. I can't drink milk. You know what though? I ain't even gonna mess it up. I'm gonna just give it to the people. I'm gonna mess that chocolate milk up. Cause if I open it, I ain't gonna be able to give it away. Just leave it alone. For real. You're welcome. Thank you for the gifts. I know that was you. Hey Angie. Pray you're having a great day. I'm having a great day. I had to go out and take Samaje to his supervised visit. His daddy came today. Woohoo. Oh, they gave me some cupcakes too. The man came out, was like, do Samaje eat some cupcakes? I said, "No, I don't feed him none with no sugar, but you can give me some cupcakes." Man, baby, when I told you he came out with three chocolate cupcakes and had the green, who it had some little rings on them. I kept the rings and wiped them off for Samaje. It had little three little rings on there. It was somebody's birthday and oh, let me tell y'all this tea. Let me tell y'all this tea. Let me tell y'all this tea. And it's only my followers remember me talking about this girl. I ate all three of them cupcakes before I pulled off. Greedy. I know, I'm so greedy. I was when he gave them to me in like some some paper towels. I'm hoping and wishing and praying for me to make it to my car with all three of them cupcakes still intact. I'm hoping and wishing and praying don't nail one of them cupcakes drop out of my hand because he didn't give it to me in a container. He gave them to me and they were in a napkin. So remind you, I had to hold a napkin, hold Samaje, hold my purse, and then put on his book bag. Baby, my mouth was salivating. My mouth was watering, and I was like, please, God, I don't want to drop none of these cupcakes. You know, I'm just greedy. I made it to the car, cut the car on, and baby, I know people was looking at her like, this she got to be shoving them cupcakes in her mouth. Yup, it was 2 bites each cupcake. They were so good. Oh, they were good. I ate the I ate the icing and everything. The icing was so soft. It wasn't hard. It wasn't crunchy. Anyway, fuck all that. Do y'all remember me telling y'all about the girl at the supervised visits place? And I told you she was the secretary at the supervised visits place. And remember when I kept telling y'all every time I come in there, she was dropping stuff. She was wasting stuff, knocking stuff over. I don't know how long ago it was, but I was talking about her a couple of times. And and I be looking at her like, what the fuck wrong with you? And she be like, and she be telling people like, I don't know, I'm just getting, every time I come in and I sit right there and she be behind the desk, it's like she be knocking stuff over, fumbling stuff. And it's like, I be looking, but I don't be trying to look. And she'll be answering the phone and be like, hello. And then I guess the person on the other phone on it, she be staring at me, and then I guess the person be like, she be like, oh, I don't know what got into me today. How can I help you? It's like she was always messing up and getting nervous around me, and I felt it, and she felt it, and it was weird, right? Okay, last Friday we went there. She wasn't there. I didn't say nothing, but I felt her energy like gone out the building last Friday. I felt her energy just like gone out the building last Friday. Today I go there. It's the new receptionist. They training the new receptionist. She was doing her job because when I came in, she was like, "Hey, how are you?" And I was like, "Hey." And the man come in and get some IJ and take him by the hand. And she was like, "Can I get you some water, anything?" I say, "No, I'm good, sweetheart, because you know I bring my snacks. I bring my snacks everywhere I go." I was like, "No, thank you for asking, though." And I was like, "Damn." I say, "Now this is how you, this is how you reception, baby. You know, this is how you reception. You greet the guests that's coming in. You ask them, you know, water, tea, coffee. You know, that's how you're supposed to be treated when you go to a place of business. Anyway, that's the new receptionist. One of the ladies that worked there, she was back there. They was getting down, cackling like some hens. She said, "Yeah, the girl got fired because she was stealing money. She was taking money. It's like she totally was ripping the company off. She was in charge of getting the bills, like paying the bills out the business accounts." I heard the whole conversation. She was whispering, but baby, you was trying to let me know. You know what I'm saying? The whole time, you know, somebody be whispering, but they be trying to signify at the same time. Donated $100. Who done that? I don't get no damn $100. Swim me some $100. I don't no damn $100. I gotta pay for my son fucking whatchamacallit Sunday. I gotta pay out of pocket. Half and half. Um what I was saying, evidently she had been stealing from the company for a long time out the business accounts. They were damn near going bankrupt because of the receptionist pocketing and stealing money from the company. I overheard her one day and was like, "Yeah, I don't have enough money to pay the lights." And one of the people that was under a commission uh administration team, he was like, "Why not?" Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I had to tinkle. I had to tinkle, tinkle. Okay, so I heard, where was I? Okay, I heard her telling dude one day, like, I don't have enough, we don't have enough in the account to pay the light bill. And he was like, why not? And he was like, she was like, we just don't have it. She threw her hands up. She was like, we just don't have it. And I'm sitting there because all this is transpiring right in front of my face. I think after that incident, they started, you know what I'm saying, trying to find out where the monies was. This lady was stealing the money out of the business account for the supervised visits place, child. Allegedly. We gonna say allegedly. Dex always told me to say allegedly. Dex always told me to say allegedly. I had to tinkle. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say allegedly. So when they was getting down whispering, thank you for the gifts. When they was getting down whispering, the lady was like, "Yeah, we fired her because she was stealing all the money out the bed." And this is the point I'm trying to make in all that. This is the correlation. All the time that I came there on Fridays, it's a supervised visit, so I was there for an hour. She made it her business after those couple of those couple of interactions, and she was acting like she was so nervous and stuff like that. After that, she started going on lunch. She started going on lunch, and I used to come there and I used to look at like she had somebody like fill in for her. So it was like she always went on lunch. She started going on lunch. Always when I came, she was always there. And I guess when I left, I see her coming back off her lunch or something. This is what I want to say, and this is real life, real deal, holy feeling. Y'all listen to me. My lights irritated her demons. I'm so used to holding up a mirror to people. She knew that if I really looked at her and if I really zoomed in on her and wanted to read her, I knew she was up to no good. But by her being so nervous, I didn't really want to look at her and really like let anything resonate because I'm thinking like she's just a receptionist. Like, she's just. But my whole thing is, you had been working there for years. She had been working there for at least 6 or 7 years. So my whole thing is, why when I come in there, it automatically knocks you off your square, like you off your A game now. Like when I walk in, like you all nervous. I mean, I'm talking about literally knocking over whole big ass cups of coffee, like big ass tumblers, big ass Stanley cups. I forgot. My silly me. I didn't even screw the top on. The top wasn't even on. I almost, wrecking the people computers and stuff. She was doing stuff like that, like making it so obvious she was nervous when I came around. My light irritated her demons. She knew what type of person I was. And she knew that was her nerves. That was her nerves in real time. You see what I'm saying? She didn't want to draw too much attention to her because if she knew if I sat there long enough, I could read her. You see what I'm saying? I could be like, oh no, something ain't right about this girl. And everybody there, they like me. You see what I'm saying? Because I sit there like a lady. I be on my phone, but I be reading my emails. I don't try to be, watching no videos and then loud on TikTok. So I just be sitting there with my legs crossed with my little purse, you know what I'm saying? You know, looking out the window. Everybody come in, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? So everybody, I've been going there for almost a year, so everybody, cool with me. So my light irritated her demons. It's something about me makes people nervous, and I don't like that. I like to make people nervous. I like when you a little bit, like I could tell you, like I make you shy, I make you coy. Like some people play on that, but I like when, you know what I'm saying? Like You know how you touch somebody and it be static like that? That's how it is being around me. Like you'll be like, man, and then I'd be like, loosen up, I'm chill, you know. I don't like when people nervous around me, and if I can never bring them down to a comfort level, if I try, I know you up to something. I know you doing something you absolutely have no business doing. You doing some thievery, you doing some slick shit, you doing some fuck shit. And she was just absolutely too nervous. And I think when I was talking about her, I was like, cause she was like a stud bride, and I said, I'm a kid, you know, little kiss at her wink, cause I just wanted to do something where she just calmed down around me. She was a stud bride, and I was thinking about like winking my eye, at her, like chill, like why are you so nervous and you making so many mistakes? I'm looking at you like, what's to you? Because you've been working here 6 years. Ain't no way when I walk through the door, you should be messing up like that. So. Ooh, she got the place allegedly stealing. Yeah, they audited them. Yeah, that's what happens to business. They come in there and they want you to show all them papers. They want that paperwork. She could have been a whistleblower. She probably could have been stealing and a whistleblower trying to get that little money too. Allegedly, Dex, you absolutely right. She got that place audited. And when I tell you, they ain't got nobody looking like me up in there no more. Oh, yes, they do. No, they don't. Yes, they do. I saw the one girl, she did my interview when I first started. But understand, even before then, I was a client of theirs. Even before then, the visits, I was already a client of them because I was going through them. I went through them doing to get something else. I forget what I went through them to get. But when I went through the company to get something else, the lady who I was working with, she no longer she had retired. Yeah, she had retired, and I had remembered that that was one of the services they had rendered. So I had called there, and they was like, "Yeah, since you was already a client of us, Angie, the services will be free because every other facility you go to, and you have to pay for those visits. They want your court order, and you have to pay cash every single visit." But I was already a client of theirs, so we get the free visits. But yeah, she got them out of it stealing. Like you had a good job. I'm finna tell you. Let me read this, and I'm finna tell you how good that place is. Hope you have a blessed day. Thank God it's Friday. If you won the Powerball jackpot, 3 million after taxes, what would you do from the start? First of all, you got to get in it to win it. I don't gamble. I don't gamble. So, uh, I believe in my heart, everybody that won the lottery, it ends badly, especially that type. Now, hear me out. Let me finish my story up first, and then we're gonna talk about that. Uh, so it ended up being free sessions. She's just out of there. She was doing some rotten shit, and I think she knew that I could read her, and she was giving me bad vibes, and I would have been able to go and cuff one of the administration team and say, "Man, what's to her? She rubbed me the wrong way. Y'all need to check them books." Point blank. But she out of there. It's unfortunate. It's a good organization. It helps a lot of people, and it's unfortunate that we have people out there in the world that was still allegedly from their job. Okay, back to the lottery. You got to get into winning. I don't gamble. I believe in my heart that a lot of people that win the lottery big like that, they don't make it. They always end up broke. They not ready for money like that. They don't have a game plan. They just get the money. They go crazy. They spend it all. And in about 5 or 6 years, they be broke. I believe you should get a lawyer. If I win, say, okay, we're going to say hypothetically, I win the lottery. Bam. I'm looking at the TV. They read 5, 4. I'll be like, oh, these are my numbers. First thing I'm going to do is call me a motherfucking lawyer. Call me a lawyer. I don't want my identity exposed. I want to do it discreetly. I don't want to go in there holding up no big ass check, smiling. Y'all put me on the website. None of that shit. Get you a lawyer for one. For two, I like that I've been subscribed. Thank you for telling about your thoughts if you would win. Oh, thanks, babe. I'm just telling you what I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Call me a lawyer. Tell my lawyer, keep my identity withheld. I don't want to take no pictures with them big ass checks, and put me on the website telling me I want 3 million. No. Find out how much taxes, because you have to pay taxes on the lottery when you win. You have to figure out if you want your money in a lump sum or if you want your money in installments. Too. I think I would want my money in installments. Don't give me no big ass check because I wouldn't know what to do with it. Give me in installments. That means if I mess the first installment up, I could look forward to the second, the third, the fourth until I eventually get it right. I want it in installments. Pay the lawyer, um, pay off any debt that I have, which I don't have any debt. Um, it's good for you not only to have a savings account, it's good for you to have a high interest savings account. PayPal has one. I think um you just don't want to let your money sit in the bank. You can let your money grow in the bank. That means it's incurring interest while it's sitting there while you saving it. Second thing is I probably will open up me something where um what is I'm trying to say? I'll open up me what you say? In Canada you don't pay taxes on gambling prices. We do. We do. Damn. Drake from Canada, ain't he? Drake Canadian, ain't he? I wanna go to Canada. Canada look poppin'. That's where they be having the Olympics at too, huh? Who else from Canada? Dude they locked up, who they say who supposed to Pew Pew Meg, right? See how I be getting all off topic. Happy Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day. Somebody said, sup, what's up? Where you from? I'm from Illinois. How are you, Angie? I'm doing good. Hey William. Hey William, nice nose piercing. You just not notice my nose was pierced all the time. My lip pierced too. I just don't wear my piercing in my lip. My nose and my lip pierced. I took I took my lip piercing out maybe like 8 years ago. It's still pierced though. If you are a billionaire, you you live everywhere. Yeah, you can have you can buy a property, you can have timeshares. I believe timeshares is, they getting over on them. But you have to pay taxes on money on lottery money in Illinois, and they want their money. They want it. If you owe any child support, if you owe any student loans, they yanking your shit. If you owe any parking tickets and you win the lottery, they want their money. If you owe anything, light bill, gas bill, any type of bills, any type of debts, any type of student loans, they're getting their money out of that lottery. Child support, they're getting their money. Student loans, they're getting their money. And on top of that, you got to pay taxes. So if they leave you with zero, oh well, ho, we got paid. Illinois got their money. Illinois got their bread. You don't have a belly piercing. I know, hell no. Mm-mm. I want a belly button piercing. I got a hernia, and I think it's against the law for piercing shops to do belly button piercings on people with hernias. Yeah, I think it's a law. It's a law. It's a written law telling the piercing shops that you can't do belly piercings on somebody with a hernia. So you have to have any belly button. I have an Audi, so I think you won't no piercer pierce your belly button if you have an Audi. I don't know, but I think it's the law. Quote me, but don't quote me. You know. Plus, I think it's a little risque. Not that I'm not, dangerous. I think it's just a little bit risque. Yeah. Well, you have tattoos and and you know that. Yeah, I know that. I have a lot of tattoos. So yeah, it's allowed that if you have a hernia, the piercer absolutely cannot give you a belly button piercing. I never wanted a belly button piercing at all. The only piercing I did want is the lip piercing, and I had that for a very long time. And when I had Samaj, I don't know if I did. When I had Samaj, I didn't want him to snatch it out, so I took it out. I did. I took it out and I never put it back in, but it's still open. I think lip piercings, they never close. They never close. Your message is held for review. Beat it. We having a good conversation. We talking about, what I'm saying, with hitting the lottery, manifesting that shit, affirmations and shit, because we can do whatever we put our mind to up in here. You have more tattoos on your lower back. I have um I have one huge tattoo and I have one up under it. So I will say about where your belt, where your above where your belt would hit. Hello from Florida. That real Florida water. It's that real Florida water. What's up? What's up? Can we see your tattoos on your back? Hell no. No. Hell no. Can't be showing y'all my tats. I might do a video one day. I gotta check. I gotta check, you know, a lot of shit you can't do on YouTube, you know. A lot of shit you cannot do on YouTube. People are weird. They'll try to get you banned. I don't know what my motherfucking baby daddy and his folks be on. They might be like, look what she doing on YouTube. She exposing herself. Look at her standing up there pulling her shirt up and her pants down. We gotta get Samaj. Look what she do. You know, I gotta be careful about what gotta be careful about what the fuck I do on here. They stalking me, hawking the motherfucking player, trying to find anything I do wrong. Ooh, she's driving with one hand instead of two. Where's her glasses? She's, that's weird as fuck. But yeah, they watching me. They love to be like, look. She went from being a public speaker. She went from being a motivational speaker in a day, but at night when the sun go down, she exposing her tattoos. I can look. I can hear them in my head. I can hear that ninja in my head. Oh, she's saved and sanctified at 8 a.m. She's a motivational speaker at 8 a.m. 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. She's up there showing she's stripping. She's stripping on the YouTube. You see her? She's showing the folks her tattoos. She's showing the folks her tattoos. I can hear him. I can hear his voice in my head right now. Not in the Texas, not in the Texas or YouTube. Who not in Texas? Yeah, she's sharing the YouTube. No, you're grown. We all know that I'm grown. We all know that. But is it different from being grown until you and doing something that I already can hit somebody in my head and how they would twist it and take something innocent and wholesome and twist it and just throw it all out, rip it all out of proportion. There go from that to I bet she be doing more than that on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these you don't know narcissists and when they just trying to analyze you, I'm telling you, if you never been in a relationship with them, you what I'm saying will sound absolutely crazy. But I promise you, I'm telling you the truth. I can hear the man's voice saying at 8 a.m. she a motivational speaker. But at 8 p.m., Judge, look at her. Now, does this go with it? Like I'm telling you, they would twist that shit and put a spin at it, and you'll be like, man, I don't think I did nothing wrong. Judge be like, well, you did get up off the couch and you're exposing you know what I'm saying? Like weird shit. Where you from, Texas? No, I'm from Miami, but I'm moving back to Texas. But I'm in Illinois now. Illinois. Even though we say Illinois with the S, but I don't feel like arguing with nobody, so I'm gonna say the correct way and say Illinois. Hey, how's your evening going? I'm doing good. I'm here with y'all, politicking. You know I love politicking. I love Sweegan. Who's Stefan? Uh-oh. Why you do Curly like that, Stefan? That's crazy. You went home with your baby mama. You could have at least went to go eat a piece of cake. You from Chicago? Chicago in the house. You from the west side or the south side? Talk about it. Let's talk about the east side, north side. Talk about it. Do you know me? Dakota. Yeah, I know you, the Dakota. You out? You be here? You be in here sometime? Dakota, you be here for you be down. You want you know what I'm saying? You want one A1 stay ones, Angie bands. Bands that make her dance. Bands that make her dance. All this clapping. Bands that make her dance. Let me stop. I'm trying to be on my motivational speaker shit. You know what I'm saying? I miss you. I miss you too. Why? Fuck, we be meeting here every day. Fuck you be at work. We be here every day, politicking, talking shit, swallowing spit. Where you be at? Do you even spin the block and watch me when you get out when you clock out? You can't miss that. You don't be here, Dakota. I do see you here on the weekend when I do be going live Friday and Saturday. You do be chiming in. So, Southside. What's going down on the South Side? I ain't think about it. Y'all got a Garrett's popcorn out there. Y'all got the Jerks chicken spot. Y'all got a good burrito spot. And y'all did have a Foot Locker outlet out there. I don't know if it's still there. That's all I can think about. That's all I can think about. Southside, all 44th, all 45th getting bubbly. Southside, all getting bubbly. Warren Cook County. What? I'm in Florida now. For real? We in Tallahassee? Orlando? By Howard Johnson in the park by Lakeshore. Who? Is Howard Johnson a hotel? You by Lakeshore Drive? No. No, West Palm Beach. Oh, you in West Palm Beach? Oh, it's nice. What? You in Palm Beach? Damn, you see my screen just lit up? That was confirmation. The old Howard Johnson by Lakeshore. I don't know if it's still there. I don't even know what the fuck Howard Johnson is. Is that a hotel or a McDonald's? You look nice tonight. Thank you, Dakota. Sorry I lied to you, Martin. I didn't want to go to Dakota. No, that ain't had. He said, sorry I lied to you, Martin. I didn't want to go to Arizona. Yes, the hotel. Okay, okay. Y'all be throwing shit at me, throwing shit at me left and right. I be trying to keep I do my best, you know. I do my best, try to. Yeah, it's still there. It's still there. It's like that's like uh that's like Hyde Parkish, Hyde Park area. It's They actually uh put a homeless shelter. They put a homeless shelter right there, child, and it was like it had everybody panties in a bunch last year. They put it right there. Hotel with a Waffle House food. Yeah. South Park in the building, H Town bound. Yeah, they actually put a shelter right there in Hyde Park. Um Now y'all finna have me thinking about the fucking lottery. How much is the fucking lottery, bro? No, no, no. Cause you know what? I don't like to gamble, and I'm gonna want my money back. I don't care if it's $5. I'm gonna want my money. You know how some people just sore losers? I'm one of them people that I never get lucky. I never win anything. It's that if I just ask the universe for what I want, it always come to me. Does that make sense to y'all? Like if I be out like spending my money like trying to play a number, I ain't gonna never win like that. I feel like if I really want it, this message is hell for review. Baby, baby, let it go. Just like Frozen, let it go. 3 million? Yeah, that shit don't. You probably get out of 300 million, no cap. In Illinois, you probably walk away with a cool 50 mil. Telling you, they taxing you. They taxing you. You be like, man, wait, what? What? Telling you. And if you pick installments, they'd be like, you get 250,000 each year. Yeah, they'll do some weird stuff like that in Illinois. I promise you. Your 300 million will be every bit of 50 million. Cause they gonna get their proper chop. They want their money. They gonna dig from the time you were born. You might have be responsible for your mom and dad's debt when it comes to that 300 million in Illinois. And be like, you know what your mama had? Like my mama is deceased. What is? Then they get to tell me your grandma had. I'm telling you, Illinois is weird like that, bro. I'm telling you. They'll be talking about a motherfucker 1976 Ford. Your granddaddy had that he had $300 worth of parking tickets. They'll be telling me, well, so, Illinois weird. They'll come out the left field. It's always some with them and some money. No, my mom said only bet on sure things. You know, if if we been all the way, you know the probability of winning a lot. You know the odds. What the odds looking like? One in probably a million, right? To win the lottery. But if you think it's a sure thing with your number, whisper it, whisper it, whisper it to me, and only me and you gonna play, and you get 150 mil, and I get 150 mil. Uh, Send me an email if you think your number's a sure thing. Okay. You live where? in Kansas. I'm not in Kansas anymore. What movie is what movie was the old girl from Kansas and she had the shiny red shoes and she was trying to get home and shit. The little girl. I I watched that movie and everybody who played in the movie was some kin to her in the movie, but she was from Kansas. I'm into what? I'm an EMT and a fireman. Right, Dakota. We was talking about what y'all be doing in the firehouses and and how not to fraternize with your coworkers. I remember you now. Thank you for your service. Mhm. Yeah. I wish I had you giving me mouth to mouth that day. I was hyperventilating. I had went through a car wash. I automated car wash, and I don't like them. I wish you was here. I wish you was here that day. You could have gave me mouth to mouth. I had found a a a candy bag, and I was, ducking in the car, blowing the, you know, yeah. Well, thank you for your service. Do you know the probability is not taught in school? It's not. I thought they taught the probability of winning the lottery. I thought they taught the odds of winning the lottery in school. Well, it depends on the school you went to. It depends on, the school you went to and how what 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 pinnacle you reached in school. Because if you went all the way to calculus and statistics, yeah, you you know, and if you plan on getting in it to win it, those would be some of the things you will have to sit down and think about. What's the chance of me winning this 300 million? Shit, I be thinking too intensely for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I I want to know how many times I've been alive. As long as I've been alive, how many times have the lottery got to be 300 million? And if so, how many people in my town, in my city, in my state have won? Like, I see, my mind is different from everybody. I want to break that shit. I want to dismantle that shit, break that shit down like some Legos. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck with me, if I really put my mind to it, I probably would win. Cause you see what I'm saying? I'm just that cold at everything I do. I'm just not a gambling person. I break that shit down, like, 'cause I want to know like what I'm getting into. They probably have to put the sweats on me. Like somebody won and they still not cat, man. Hold on. I'm getting my shit online. Just wait a minute. I'm finna tell y'all I won. Shit, they have to damn near knock on folks' doors. Like, look on the camera type shit. Like, I have everything in order. Dorothy. Yup. Look at that. Dorothy. That was the fucking little girl name. And the whole time she was dreaming. And all she had to do was click her shoes to get home. And see, dude was a narcissist. Dude was a fucking narcissist in that movie. The dude, the bully, the bully that was trying to act all big and bad, and then when they went up in his setup, he was a little shrimp. He was a narcissist because while you were around here inflicting pain and torturing, putting and setting up everybody, drying the tin man off, unstuffing the straw man. You know what I'm saying? He was a narcissist. Walked in his setup, he a little bitty ass shrimp, but you out here up in this motherfucking wearing a mask, portraying some shit you ain't you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's always a narcissist somewhere. They all what? They all can in Kansas. What? Just like in England. Everybody can in England. hmm Everybody is kin to each other in England. So everybody is kin in Kansas. So ain't no outsiders. A outsider come in, y'all might rip them to shreds. It might start a whole new generation, huh? I can tell when you're hyper ventilating on purpose. How you could tell? You were saying I was hyperventilating on purpose? No, baby, that was a real panic attack. When you scared of something, you scared, you know. Some people be scared of shit and others it don't phase them. Just like my son, Samaje, he wanted to get on the roller coaster one day. I was scared to death. I said, you know what? I can't ask nobody else to get on the roller coaster with my son. He my son. I just gotta suck it up and take one for the team. I get on the roller coaster. I was freaking the fuck out. Everybody in the facility ran over there. They say, that is Angie screaming. I know that's Angie. They ran over there. They was like, but the whole time I was screaming and freaking the fuck out. Samaje was laughing. He was laughing. It was funny to him, but I was generally scared. When you're scared of something, some people get enjoyment out of seeing you scared. They might think you're phony and faking it because they might not be scared of the same thing you're scared of. It might some people just like to laugh at other people's pain. I don't laugh at people. If you say, man, I'm scared of heights, I ain't gonna say, man, let's go to Navy Pier and get on the Ferris wheel. I ain't getting on it either. But if you choose to get on the Ferris wheel, I ain't gonna be down looking at you, taking pictures, laughing at you, 'cause you freaking out. You get what I'm saying? In Florida, they hit. In Florida, they hit at Publix. Let me tell you something. I hear so many people talk about Publix. I hear so many people talk about Publix and they food. I it's Publix is in Atlanta too, right? It's in Atlanta and it's in Florida. I hear so many people talking about Publix. They need to come here now. They need to come now. I hear so many people in Atlanta talking about Publix. I hear so many people in Florida talking about Publix. Them sandwiches, them deli sandwiches at Publix, man, shut up now. It's crazy. If they prob if the probability of the lottery would be over, no one would play the odds. Odds I read. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about. I'm gonna just say what I know. about gambling, period. It leads to an addiction. Anything that you can get a adrenaline rush in, anything that builds up suspense, anything you can take a chance on and it's exciting, and it could be borderline addiction and a compulsive disorder. People be compulsive gamblers. Anything that you just can't, you have to do anything that leads to addiction or you f- not paying your bills, taking gambling, you done went from the scratch offs to playing the lottery. Now you graduated to the boats. Then you going to Vegas. Then you done put your house up. Then you done put your car. Anything. That's how my man work. Anything that leads to addiction or you being a compulsive addict, I don't want no parts of it. I told you I'm a sore loser. I want my money back. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Uh, yeah, but I got to do it. It's God's will. I told you, we gonna do it. If you say it's a for sure thing, you say it's a you know what I'm saying? And you better have that ticket. You better have a good hiding spot. I told you what steps you gotta do. You gotta call a lawyer, bruh. Go around, wait, you know what I'm saying? Telling you, go call your friends. Telling you, a lot of people listen to me what I'm saying off the rip. A lot of people that have won a substantial amount of money from the lottery, a lot of bad stuff has happened to them. After they hit the lottery, it was bad things, bad things. It's like they won that, but they got a stroke of, you know, bad luck events happening after that. Just look it up if you don't believe it. Just look up lottery stories, and some of the shit will blow your mind. I'm telling you, I'm skilled on a lot of motherfucking aspects of life. And when a lot of people has won the lottery, a lot of bad things have happened to them. That's all I'm saying. That jacket, what jacket? Yep, Wizard of Oz. What jacket? These pajamas, not a damn jacket. Um, the witch have flying monkeys, baby. Yeah, told you, motherfucking narcissist. Full of 'em in that movie. Witch had flying monkeys, putting the sweats on Dorothy. Dude up in the uniform, bullying and torturing them. Feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that witch. Yeah, yeah. Killed killed the old girl. Feel what I'm saying? The good witch put the house on her. Yeah, the movie is full of narcissists. Like if you really sit back and like I said, like the other day, a lot of these shows, a lot of these fairy tales, it be involving a narcissist. If you don't know, you just gotta know what to look for in people. And that was a kids movie. That was a children's movie. So a lot of that shit you can watch, and you say, I don't never want to be that way in life. And a lot of kids, they watch it and they say, I want to be just like that. I hit the like button. Thank you, Dakota. Florida. That's the only store in Florida, Publix, man. I hear a lot of people talk about Publix, them deli sandwiches. Mm, mm. They need one here. I hear a lot of people talking Publix is good, and they be having sales. I see y'all be having sales. Like buy one get five free, buy two get eight free. Like Publix do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yup, the subs are the best. See, and that's another thing. I could just sit back and you know think about being me, and I think that's why they want to put me in the little, the little public speaker and in the public relations boxes. I think they see that I'm a people person, and no matter where somebody from and who they are, I can always correlate off the top of my dome, off the top of my brain, something that correlates with somebody. Ain't too many people skilled like that. Some people be like, well, you from where? I don't know nothing about that. But you see how people be throwing different, you know, different places in the world at me, and I could be like, bam, this there. This, you know what I'm saying? Without Google, without Chat GBT type shit. So I think that's why they want to keep me in a little public speak. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Because, I want to be able to relate to everybody. My kids love gambling. What? Oh, what? Your kids better be grown. Online gambling is bad. All the shit's bad. Online, offline, hitting the door, make four, craps, coon cane, spades, deuces. All this shit is bad. To me, online, all this shit is bad. Blackjack, backgammon, craps, all this shit is bad. Texas Hold'em, all of it's bad. I want my money back. Put me on high rollers. I want high roller tables only, goddamn. Blow on my dice. Blow on my dice. Let me stop playing. I be having fun with y'all though. Me. Hee hee, you are sweet. Thank you. Think you can't tell I'm going blind now. Look, you can't take nothing with you. Why? The good witch was the bad witch, in my opinion. Exactly. Exactly, my boy. She lured her and gave her the wrong advice. Because remember when Dorothy was kept walking down the yellow brick tide road, tired, thirsty, and she just kept appearing. Yeah, Dorothy, you're doing it wrong. You're right. You what? Baby, all you had to do was tell her right then, baby, you got my shoes. You took my shoes right up out my feet. Just click them. You ain't got to keep walking on miles and miles down this yellow brick road. Remember, she just kept seeing her vision and she just kept saying, yeah, you're doing good. You have to make it this. Bro, yeah. You so sharp. Yeah, they grown. Talk your shit. Yeah, yeah. She just kept popping up. Talking about some, yeah. Bro, you could have told me 10 miles ago. I get your shoes. Click 'em, baby. Go home. Get about that jam. But I'm gonna tell you though, she was dreaming. So hear me out. I believe when we dream at night, it's meant for us to go to different towns and cities in our dream. Unbeknownst to us, whether we remember it or not, we are time traveling. Well, if you from Kansas and you go to sleep, you just not staying in Kansas in your dreams. You all the way over in Bangkok, some motherfucker well. You see what I'm saying? You all the way over in Peru, some motherfucker. You in Israel. You in Paris. So when you sleep, you time travel, and when you travel somewhere, listen, in your dreams and my dreams, a lot of times when I travel in my dreams, I'm always there having fun. People are inviting, but I always want to go home. In my dream, wherever I'm at, bam, I fell asleep. I wake up, say I'm in Sri Lanka, some motherfucking where. Bam, I fell asleep. I woke up. I'm in Sri Lanka. Everybody doing the Sri Lankan fucking thing, right? So I sit on the bench and somebody would be like, "What's wrong?" And I'll be like, "I want to go home." And they'll be like, "Well, we'll help you home, but come with us." And then I go be at a Sri Lankan Fifi, you know what I'm saying? At the club somewhere. But then it's like I get upset and I be like, I thought y'all finna help me go home. And I branch off from them. That's how dreams happen if you really think about it in your mind, that movie. And it's like it be they goal for you to go here and go there. Cause I feel like if you try to wake up abruptly out your dream, you'll be in sleep. You'll have sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is when you dreaming, you time traveling, and you get scared that you ain't gonna make it back, and you wake up, and your soul haven't came back to your body. And people be like, it feel like some holding them back. It don't be that some holding you back. It don't be that you be having sex with demons. It be that you got too anxious and you got upset and you got mad that you wanted to go back home and you say, I want to wake up. And when you woke up, your soul wasn't back and you really can't move because you can't come all the way back. Sometimes I have deja vu. Um, Deja vu is well, deja vu is when you know you're at the right place and the right time. Deja vu is the things that you have dreamed about and it's coming to fruition. Dreams are nothing but our thoughts, sweetheart. When you dream about something and you think about something and it be so real, when you wake up, sometimes you don't remember your dream word by word, play by play. Some of us do, some of us don't. And then when it happened again, you be like, I saw this before. You saw it because you dreamed it. You were supposed to be there. You was at the right place at the right time. That's all it be. You saw it before because you thought about it in your mind. You saw yourself doing it. That's what deja vu is. Things that we thought about and we did in our dream. You could be somewhere and be like, I saw this before. Yeah, and motherfuckers be looking at you, saw this before. You be like, yeah. That means you thought about it in your dream. You dreamed it. You in the right place at the right time. It was supposed to happen just like it's happening because you saw it. Do you ever? Yeah. I always I always I don't okay, I'm the opposite. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be totally transparent. I don't ever have deja vu. I could tell what's finna happen. I could tell what's gonna happen. I don't know what you call that. I don't see stuff that I saw before. I see stuff before it happened. Like I can tell like such and such finna happen. Don't you have you ever noticed when I'm driving and I be like, this they finna thi- you know what I'm saying? Like this finna happen. Oh, she finna say this. Oh, you know, like I don't know what you call it, but I can see stuff before it happen. Wow, that's deep. Yeah. I don't know what you would call that, but yeah, trying to think what the fuck would you call it? I don't fucking know. But yeah, I could see a lot of shit and I could feel a lot of shit that's going to happen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What you say? What? Clairvoyance. Clairvoyance? That's what it's called, clairvoyance. I don't know. I never really talked about it. I never really talked about it. I never really talked about it, about that particular subject. Well, yeah, I could see a lot of shit beforehand it happened. And uh, when I was younger, I'm tell you this, and I'm gonna leave it as that. When I was younger, all the time when I was younger, I'm gonna say it started when I was like 7 or 8 years old. And my grandmother used to do it to you. They used to like, Angie, come here. Like my mom, she was like, Angie, come here. Um, and she used to ask me like certain shit. And I used to tell her, like, I think my mom and my dad, they knew I was gifted like that because I used to all, I didn't know it then, but now that they're gone and I'm looking back at it, and they used to just, you know how you try to get, information out of kids, and me looking back because I always wanted to know why my mom, my dad used to ask me about this stuff. They knew that I was gifted like that, so yeah, they used to ask me certain stuff. And I used to be like, "Oh, such and such is gonna happen." Like I remember, my yeah, they just used to call me to the dining room table and be like, "Child, let me ask your opinion." You know what I'm saying? And I used to tell them, and then yeah, I just used to know certain shit. You in touch with your soul. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, yeah, 'cause they always used to ask me like, Angie, come here. I was like, what? and it used to be real serious type shit. I used to think I was in trouble half of the time. Sitting at the dining room table, and they be like such such such. I used to be like, yeah. When I say they used to ask me intense shit, I'm gonna give you. I'm erase this because I don't be knowing who in the fuck know me. You know what I'm saying on here. I'm gonna give you a prime example of what they used to ask me and what I used to tell them, and it's very important. And I want y'all to listen to this. Hold on, let me go get me a water because I'm kind of parched. Y'all want to hear this story or example about what um how many people in here? It ain't that many people. I might leave it up. Y'all want me to tell you this story about like a prime example about what they used to ask me? Do y'all want to hear it or no? Or we can talk about something else. Oh, that shit might get me to get be scared up in here. Let's chop up the game. Okay, okay. Apparently, apparently, I had an aunt. I had an aunt, and it's weird, but when I got older, Imma just tell you the whole story. Apparently, I had an aunt. She was my grandmother's sister. My grandmother, every morning, used to call this one sister. I was always smart. When I say I was smart my whole life, everybody used to call me. Every morning, my grandmother used to call her sister, and every morning she used to be absolutely distraught, hanging the phone up. Don't you know the phones, like the cordless phone? My grandmother used to be so upset with her sister every morning. She used to have to buy a phone like once a week because she totally destroyed her phone from slamming the cordless phone back on the base. She used to be distraught. She used to be crying. She used to be in tears. I used to feel so bad for my grandmother. Her and her sister had an argument. Listen, now hear me out. This what type I'm gonna explain to you what in my parents marked me. They say, Angela, I know what type of woman you're gonna be. They knew when I was 2 years old. You see what I'm saying? They say, I know what type of woman you're gonna be. And they told me what was should ever, you know, stop me from being a woman. And I never went that road or I never let it happen to me. My grandmother used to get in an argument with her sister every day where she used to take the cordless phone, slam it down on the base. She used to be crying, visibly upset. Majority of the time, the stuff they were arguing about, my grandma used to call me down and ask me about Angela, what is this? What's the meaning of this? What's these pills are for? I think one day they was arguing about some pills and I was like, Grandma, those pills y'all arguing about is for pregnant women. It used to be dumb shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Metamucil and what's Metamucil for? And my grandmother used to be so physically upset. That sister, we that's what that's the sister we're talking about. Apparently, before I was born, Long before that, the same sister, listen to me, y'all. This is important because I speak about this every day. That same exact sister had a son. It was her only son. My mom called me. She never understood it. The family never understood it. And she said, Angela, I want to ask you this question and I want you to tell me what you think about it and why it happened. Now listen to this. My aunt had one child. It was a son. My mother say she spoiled that child rotten, spoiled him rotten. He lived with her. I forget how old he was, but I want to say he was still a child. My mother say she kept him clean all the time. She spoiled him, bought him anything he want. My mother said one day my aunt went in his room and had a gun and he blew his head off. He waited for her to open the door up to his room and he blew his head off. And she said everybody in the family was so sad. They couldn't understand how a mother had a child and spoiled him and bought him anything he wanted. And we can't understand it. And she asked me what I thought about it. I never knew him. I never met him. He apparently committed suicide way before I was born. And my mama say they couldn't understand it. She asked me what I thought about it. And I told her I felt like all the while he was living with his mother, she emasculated him, mom. She talked so bad to him. She probably treated him so good on the outside to y'all guys. But when he was in the house with her, she was a total monster. This is me as a child telling mom, because couldn't nobody understand. Why? I say he treated her so bad. He, she treated him so bad and probably talked so down to him and emasculated him that he felt so bad. And he wanted her to see it. I said, Mom, it was almost that he gave up. He gave in. When he blew his head off, he wanted his mother to see it because it was his way of showing her she won. You won, Mom. This what you wanted, Mom. You pushed me to this. Today, we have a word for that. Money can't buy happiness. Exactly. But I talk about this every day. His mother was a narcissist. She was the worst kind. The way she inflicted pain on my grandmother and made her cry every single day. It was a up, it was a down, it was a up. My grandmother, that was her sister. She loved her. Every day when she was slamming that phone back down on the base or when she ran and got another phone, she gave her sister another chance. And her sister repeatedly hurted her, taunted her on purpose, argued with her, bullied her, made her cry on purpose. She was a narcissist. Narcissists are like that. They love to inflict pain. They love when you cry, when you beg, when you plead. You say, why are you doing me like this? Why are you treating me like this? They love seeing you distraught. When narcissists, when you cry to the narcissist and be like, baby, I just want to talk to you. Can we talk? And they be like, no, get away from me. That gives them empowerment. They feel powerful when you do that. Have you ever cried in front of the narcissist? Have you ever saw that weird ass grin they give you? That smirk for a split second? That's what her sister was doing on the other end of that phone. I was so young, but I eventually told my grandmother in a way she's the fucked up person. When I got old, like old enough, and I think I was downtown. My auntie, she wore high heels, even at 80 and 90 years old. She was like, Angela, she knew me. She knew me. I hadn't seen her in years, maybe over 10 years. She she passed away lonely and alone in the old folks' home. They had took all her money and put her in the old folks' home, and she died by herself. But she sat in that house with her son and talked and treated him so badly and emasculated him and probably belittled him and cursed him out and told him he will never gonna be shit, how he ain't shit. You're spoiled brat. You live with your mama. Get out, and she was enabling him at the same time, and he probably felt so bad. And when she opened up that door, him doing that in front of her, when you wait for a specific person to open up the door so they can see you do that to yourself, that means that person right there pushed you to it. You're showing them, look what you made me do. You won. Is this what you want? I can't live like this. Narcissists will play mind games and fuck your man up. That's why I teach you guys every day the red flags to see these demons. My mother asked me that, and I told her that as a young child. I never had met the little boy, but she wanted to know why. That was her nephew. She said, that's what story. She said, yeah. And I told her, just like I'm telling y'all, his mama talk. I know it for a fact because I saw how she treated my grandmother. Do you hear me? That's why I put the part in about my grandmother being so distraught and crying and slamming the phone down because that was another way. You see how God work? I'm finna tell you how God is good. God let me know what type of person she was when she treated my grandmother like that. So that was giving me a little bit of who she was. You see what I'm saying? And then for me to be downtown as a grown woman and she recognized me, I feel like that's deep. That's deep right there. You know what I'm saying? It's like she felt who I was. And I'm like, who are you? She like, I'm Madabelle's sister. And I'm like, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? She was a narcissist. I didn't have the words back then back for it, but we have the word now. But I told you I saw how my grandmother used to be crying, and she'd be like, "That's my sister, and I love her, but I can't believe how she treat me and talk to me." And then look, the next day my grandmother be on the phone with her, laughing and kicking. But she used to torture my grandmother on purpose. My grandmother used to call me downstairs and say, Angie, what does this mean? Angie, what is this for? And then she used to tell her sister like Angie said da 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 da. So it was like I was really winning the argument for my grandmother some days. But then see the other day she had my grandma crying, you know what I'm saying? Like they play mind games with you. And look, she could have really almost pushed my grandmother to that because she couldn't understand why her sister was so cruel. She couldn't understand why her sister had to argue with her over stupid stuff every day. It did something to me seeing my grandmother. I could still see her slamming the cordless phone. And I used to be like, why do you talk to her? But it's my sister. I love her, but she's not a good person, Grandma. She's not a good person. Do you see how your condition when you get off the phone with her every day? Should nobody be shaking up and shaking and hysterical like that every single day. And every single day you find it in your good heart to talk to her again. That's a narcissist. The up, the down. You get conditioned to that dopamine. That dopamine means a little bit of release of happiness because that's your sister. Then it's gonna go back down. Y'all gonna finna be arguing and fighting. It's not worth it. So imagine if she did that to her own sister every day. Imagine what she did to her son. That's why I was telling my mama. I ain't know the little boy, but I'm telling my mama. I go downstairs and Grandma, if this the same lady you talking about and her son, I say I see what she do to my grandma every day. Mama, I can imagine what she was saying and doing to her own son behind closed door. My mom say, baby, you absolutely right. My mom say, baby, you absolutely right. I never thought about it like that. My parents used to ask me deep, intense shit like that, and I used to sit down and talk to them. I told you I've been grown for a long fucking time. Yeah, I used to sit down and talk to them. I used to be like, I never thought, not to say my parents weren't smart, because they were very smart. Oh, my mom and my dad together was smarter than a bitch. My daddy worked for the plastic company. My mama was smart as fuck, but it was something about me and my soul that I can see things and I can read people, and I'm very intense that they had questions about, if y'all understand what I'm saying. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, I told her ass like, so today we will call her a narcissist. And he wanted her to see that. He wanted his mother to see that because she had taunted him and emasculated him and pushed him to that point. And no telling what else the fuck she was doing to that little boy in the house. Sounds like you are blessed. I would say, I am. But a lot of shit that I see and I know and I feel, I be like, I don't want this. You know, some shit you be like, man, I, some shit I be like, I rather not. I rather not. I rather not. Yeah, I rather not. I don't. I rather not know what I know that's gonna happen type shit. But yeah. Mm. So yeah, that was that was one story. And yeah, they used to just ask me little shit like that. I used to just sit down because it was always an intense thing. I used to always think I was in trouble. Like, what the fuck did I do? He's like, no, we just gonna ask you your opinion. We just want your opinion, baby girl. I used to give my opinion. hmm But I never thought about it as much as I do today now that they gone. Like in real time, after they ask me that, they like, oh, okay, you can go back and go play. You can go back and go outside. It never bothered me. I never like thought twice about, oh, my mama asked me this, oh, my daddy. I never went outside and told my friends like, man, y'all know my mama just called me up. No, I never thought about it. I only think about it right now today. Like right now today, I think back like, man, my mama used to, you know what I'm saying? Like I never even thought about it. Like now, like and until I went into isolation by myself, a lot of things like that kept me going, and it was like that was my purpose in life. I have a purpose in life, and just going through the motions of me just interacting with different people and my thoughts about it and what our conversations was about. And for a long time, people would be tricky with some shit. It wasn't always cut plain and dry like that. People used to try to, be tricky and get information out of me when I ain't know what I knew. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't always like, come here, let me ask you some type shit. It was always like some people would be scheming and plotting, in a way to get some shit. Well, drama, yeah. Well, drama would drain you. Um, drama would drain me. Um, not really, cause I'm gonna tell you why. I see it coming. See, in this way they'll be like, she's crazy. See, this is how they'll put the twist on what I know, and they'll be like, she's crazy. Drama, say somebody they didn't set a whole little scheme up, say they didn't set a whole plot up, a ploy up. I feel it. I peep game. I fuck with they mind. I fuck with they head before they, as soon as they start up. You know how narcissists try to play mind games? I twist it and fuck with they mind. And when you do that, they'll call your ass crazy. See what I'm saying? Like, oh, y'all thought y'all was finna start with me. Y'all thought, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, this is why I love you in your channel. You always keep it all the way real. G, I'ma always keep it real. I'ma always keep it real. Like, the thing with drama is, and you can feel when shit is staged. You can feel with certain shit is carefully planned out. Some the side of me would be like, ignore their ass. Ignore them. Don't say a fuck thing to them. Because if you ignore somebody and not give them what they want, they'll really get frustrated. They'll really get frustrated. They'll really get frustrated. They'll really get frustrated. And then you'll be the crazy one because I didn't fall for the okie dokie. Cause I didn't fall for y'all bullshit. Now I'm crazy because I dodged the bullet. I dodged potentially getting locked up because y'all done came up with a scheme because y'all jealous of a motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Why should I feed into the bullshit? Why should I feed into y'all trap? But then they word for crazy. Really, they want to say, I don't know if that bitch is human or what. She gotta be perfect because it's just ain't no way she keep getting about these jams. You see what I'm saying? They'll say some other shit like they is they they used to go as far as your dead ass mama. Your dad. Listen, baby. My parents died. They lived a long, good life. Ain't no need to be sad. Ain't no need for me to be sad. That can't hurt me because didn't nobody take their life. Didn't nobody shorten their life. They live way past their time. You see what I'm saying? I could see if somebody tried to rob them and killed them, or broke in the house and killed them. No, they passed away in God when God got ready for my parents, and it was, and He let them know. My mom called me, and my mom said, "God finna take me away from you, baby." So if you have a moment like that with your parents, can't nobody ever. Before my daddy died, he took his house keys from me. I had his house. I've been living in that. I had been living in that house since I was 8 years old. I always had a key to that house because it was a family house. My daddy came to me one day. He called me, said, "I'm gonna need my house keys." I ain't think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? I came and gave him the copy of the key. I wasn't thinking nothing of it. But like, mind you, I told you we've been living in that house since I was 8. So when he called me for the key, I ain't think nothing of it. I came and gave him his house key. Really, he knew he was finna pass away, and he was finna pass away in the house. He didn't want me to walk in the house and find him because he had had a stroke in the house. He told his sister that lived in Mississippi. She ended up telling me. She said, "Baby, your daddy knew he was finna die. He say he took the house keys from you. That's the reason." He say, "But my baby girl is gonna find me, and she's gonna find me within 3 days." I went to the house. I couldn't get in. I called the police to do a well-being check, 'cause I had called them all that day. My daddy had an air conditioner in the side. The police climbed up in the window, moved the air conditioner. When I saw their face, I saw their face walking towards me. I say, "Man, my daddy is in there." They say, "Your daddy is in there. He passed away. We don't want you to go in there." I went upstairs. It was some neighbors. We had some neighbors on the second floor. I went upstairs to the second floor. I had a best friend that stayed across the street from me. She came to me, and she was upstairs in the neighbor house. Yeah, they say he in there. It was in that moment, I was like, I was like, "What the fuck?" You know what I'm saying? It was surreal. I called my baby daddy over there. I said my daddy passed away. He left me. Look, cold blooded. Cold. The narcissist I talk about every day. This a man he talked to, he knew. I got pictures of them together, him and my father. I had been with this man 26 years of my life. I called him over there. I said, "My father died." He rolled up. He said, "I gotta go, but you need your family." I say, "What motherfucking family? I don't got no family. Like, you supposed to be my family." The man left me. It was weird. When I say my whole life been fucking weird. Fucking weird, bro. He left me. Now, I called my childhood friend. She used to stay right across the street. She came there. She came there immediately. My other family called me. They said, "We on our way." I say, "No, y'all don't come over here. Don't. Because if y'all get to snatching stuff out the china cabinet, we gonna fight. I don't want y'all walking in here over my daddy body because he's still in this house." Now, I'm gonna teach y'all a life lesson. I'm gonna teach y'all a life lesson, something about life. Real game. The only way the coroner will come and get a deceased dead body is if they were murdered. If nobody killed them, it was foul play. It's not going to be an investigation of the death. It's on you to find a coroner. So, in the midst of all that, I'm trying to figure out who do I call to get my dad's body? But see, he was a soldier, and my daddy cared about me so much. He had uh was paying on his cremation. He had already started paying on his cremation and shit. But I didn't know that until after the coroner came and got him. So I had to pay for that. Then I had to turn around. When I did find out about the people that he was paying on his cremation, I had to pay that coroner to release his body to that. It was a whole lot, man. It was a whole lot, man. And mind you, I had to do all this by myself. Everything. I ain't gonna say my baby daddy didn't help because he did give me the money for that corner and then for them to release. But for me to do that all by myself and handle a death, I feel like, man, that was wild. Like I told you, I went through a lot in my life, and that's why I have a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, but that was hard. It was hard for me. A lot of shit that happened, it was just wow for me. So yeah, if you ever find somebody, yeah, the first thing you have to do is, find the corner and be prepared to sprint, you know, and then when the corner do come to get them, wherever funeral home they going to, you gotta pay them again to release the body to them. So it's just a whole bunch of stuff. But see, I had to learn that on my own. You think my baby daddy didn't know about what I'm talking about now? You think he didn't know that? Just like I had to learn that in that moment. You think he didn't say, well, Angie, I'll stay with you till you. No, he didn't give a fuck. See what I'm saying? Rotten. When I say they are rotten people, they are rotten. It's not like that in Florida. It's like that in Illinois. If somebody didn't whack your ass, if it's not finna be an investigation to your death, you have to get a corner on your own. They just don't pick up the body without you paying them. They want some money. Now if I would have found his papers where he had been paying for the cremation at first, I could have called them out and they would have came and got his body for free because he had already been paying on the cremation. I would have just skipped that, omitted the corner, but I didn't know that until I got him out the house. He was in there. I wasn't finna walk in there and step over it, you know what I'm saying, his body and look for no papers. Fit, we had to get him out of there for me because I was by myself. My baby daddy could have went in there and said, "Well, I know he ain't scared of dead bodies. I'm scared of dead bodies. Plus, that was my daddy. I didn't want to see his body like that. I didn't want to. I wanted to remember him how I remember him. He already knew he wanted to get cremated, so he was gonna get cremated. But that's why I had to do that step because if I was strong enough, I could have went in there when he was in there. I wasn't that strong to go in there with his body and be looking for no papers. So I could have just called the cremation people and they would have came right out and got him. But I wouldn't have, called them. But shit, I didn't know what to do. Shit, I had to get his body out of there first to even go in there to look through his papers to know what to do. He here, my daddy here with me right now. I got this, and it's so crazy that when I called the lady, she was like, "Well, he already has the urn." I'm like, "What urn?" So I called everybody I know. They like, "Girl, it's gonna be like a little vase. It's gonna be shaped like a woman." I looked for my daddy in my daddy house from the top to the bottom. I said, I don't find no urn. And I called the lady back. She said it's not an urn. It looks like a big cherry wood box. It looks like a jewelry box. It was sitting right there in his front room. It's not an urn. It looks like a jewelry box. It's here right now, but I feel like it'd be disrespectful, if I put that on YouTube. My daddy was a veteran. I had to pay for a certificate. Uh, if I ever choose to go and dump his ashes out in the state of Illinois, I just can't go to Lakeshore Drive and dump his ashes out because, people do weird shit and they might think I did something to a body. So I had to, and they told me when I get ready to dispose of his ashes, the soldiers will come out and play the trumpets and all that. And I just kept his ashes. I was gonna dump them. My son came to me and said, "Mom, I want to keep my granddaddy's ashes." So when he said he wanted to keep them, I kept them. I was gonna dump them, but then again, I'm glad I didn't dump them. I'm kind of glad that I kept them. So yeah, one day when I get strong enough, I might go, release him because he was from Mississippi. Lakeshore Drive runs into the Mississippi River. So I think it'd be a little moment, but I'm not ready for it right now. So that way you know, he'll be in the Mississippi River. My condolences. Thank you. It's okay. My daddy died and my father died in, I want to say 2013, 2014. Yeah. Yep. He died some days before my birthday. Yep. It's cool. It's cool. Yep. He lived a full life. I got plenty pictures. I got plenty memories. I actually think my son looks just like him. He has my father's mannerisms. My son remind me so much of my father, and shit. I know for a fact my daddy is still here with me. We talked every single day. Every single day we talked. I don't give a fuck what I was doing. My daddy called, y'all can go ahead, you know. We talked about life every single day. And one thing I will say, everything that my father and my mother ever taught me or said to me right off the bat, I can repeat it. You know how it's deep. You are a good person. Hope I find you again on here. May God bless you. I'm not sure if you care, but I'm not. It's okay. Are you following me? If you not following me, um, Brian, I don't care if you're white or not. I got a lot of followers. One of my mods is my white chocolate. I call him my white chocolate. I want everybody to be able to relate to me. Every denomination, religion, creed, sexuality. I want to be able to conversate and connect with with every race, you know. But yeah, one of my mods, Scotty, if he's still in here, he my white chocolate. I got a lot of, what I'm saying, Caucasian persuasions. Baby, come on back. I'm trying, I'm trying to relate to everybody. Like, I want to be, relatable. But you have a good night and happy Valentine's Day, sweetheart. Thank you, Dex. It's cool. Like, I'm over it. I could talk about it without breaking down and sniff. Like, I some days I do get sad that I miss them. Um, I wish that I won. I wish that I won. I wish that they weren't so damn old. When they had me, I think my daddy was like 47. My birth certificate say he was 47 when he had me. So I didn't have, that much time. Anyway, shit, you 50 motherfucking years old, you decided to have me. So it is what it is. Shit. Yeah, I could tell you were good people. Thank you. Thank you. Name name wrote down in history forever. Thank you. But yeah, I'm a good person. I try to be a good person. I try, I just be me. I'm not gonna say I'm a good person. I'm just me. Y'all, it's good people. You know, it be a lot of trolls that come here, but we be making up and through. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this video up or not, but I want to wish all my subscribers and everybody that was here with me today. I want to wish y'all a happy Valentine's Day. I want y'all to have a good night's sleep. I, I don't want to be scared. My son in that sleep, child. I'm scary. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? My daddy here with me anyway, but I want y'all to get a good night's sleep. Get up. If ain't nobody buy you nothing, I want you to go out and buy yourself something. Give yourself something. I don't give a fuck if you go get you a box of turtles. I don't care if you go get you a box of Reese's Pieces. If you don't get nothing, go gift yourself. Show yourself that you special and you love yourself and you can treat yourself. Okay? Members only video. Okay, I'll make it a members only video. You right, Dex. Yeah, I think it's just for you and me now. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna make it a members only video 'cause we got deep. We got motherfucking deep. We we went from lottery to dreams to all type of shit. And me telling the story of finding my father and shit. So we went deep. So Brian, I hope you subscribe, turn your post notifications on. I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna try to start doing this either on Fridays or Saturday nights. Come on when it's a little bit later and it's a more or like a chill crowd. You one of them ones. Thank you. What? Don't say that fucking shit. Don't say that, Brian. Please don't. Don't say that. Why would you say that? Let me see what you said. A liver. What's that? Like an organ? Child. I gotta go. I gotta go. Cause you know what? I love y'all.